Hello students, welcome back to the electrochemistry class. So in the last class, last session, we discussed about Daniell cell, right? So the construction and working of Daniell cell, and also we studied electrode reactions of Daniell cell and the representation of any cell, isn't it? So while representing any cell, what you have to do? The left hand electrode or the negative electrode, it is always written on the left side. So that electrode is known as a left hand electrode, whereas the electrode which is a positive electrode, and always it is written on the right hand side. And if there is any phase difference between electrode and electrolyte, then it is represented by a single vertical line. Okay, and if there is any salt bridge in a cell, then we have to represent it by drawing a double vertical line. So this is about we discussed in the previous class. Today, let us understand the meaning of cell potential and EMF of the cell. Okay, what is the meaning of cell potential as well as EMF of the cell? So now, the cell potential, it is a difference in the electrode potential of the two electrodes of a galvanic cell. So what is the definition of cell potential? It is a difference in the electrode potentials of, it is a difference in the electrode potentials of two electrodes in a galvanic cell. So always cell potential, it is measured in volts. So what is cell potential? It is a difference in the electrode potentials of two electrodes of a galvanic cell. So in case of galvanic cell, the cathode and anode is present. So the difference, what is electrode potential? It is a potential difference developed at the interface between electrode and electrolyte, right? So in this case, the electrode potential of cathode and the anode, the difference between these two is nothing but cell potential, and always it is measured in volts. Now, what is EMF of the cell, which is denoted by the symbol E cell? Here cell potential can also be written by using the same symbol. Okay. So now, what is EMF? EMF is, it is the potential difference between the cathode, or it is a potential difference developed between the cathode and anode of a cell. So what is EMF of the cell? It is a difference in the electrode potentials of cathode and anode of a cell. When no current drawn through the cell, or when no current flows through the cell. What is E cell or a EMF of the cell? It is a difference in the electrode potentials of cathode and anode of a cell when no current flows through the cell. So we can write E cell, that is EMF of the cell, is equal to, it is a difference between the electrode potential of cathode. Cathode is at the cathode we know that reduction reaction occurs, whereas at the anode oxidation occurs. Since cathode is a positive electrode, whereas anode is a negative electrode, so I'll write here the cathode is since it is a positive, it is always written in the right side, right? So I'll write electrode potential of right hand electrode minus electrode potential of left hand electrode, that is electrode potential of cathode. So this is a formula. Now look at these two definitions. What is the difference between these two? Whether cell potential is the same as EMF of the cell or it is a different. So what is cell potential? It is a difference in the electrode potentials of two electrodes in a galvanic cell. Whereas EMF is also the difference in the electrode potential of two electrodes, cathode and anode, when no current drawn or flows through the cell. See, for example, if you consider any open circuit like this, okay, let it be R resistance, this voltmeter. So here the circuit is open. Now there is no current flows, so no current, let it be 5 volt. So whatever the difference in the electrode potential is there between cathode and anode, it is 5 volt. That means when circuit is open or in an open circuit, there is no current flows in the circuit. If we measure the potential difference across the two electrodes, whatever the value you get here or voltmeter reading you get here, that is nothing but EMF of the cell. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? EMF ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆನೋಡಿನ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಅದರ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ whatever the value or answer you get, that is EMF of the cell. So yavaga when no current flows through the cell because circuit is open. Whereas cell potential means if you apply or if you connect some load across the cell. So let us consider like this. So I'll connect a load here with a resistance R. Then in this circuit there is a flow of current as well as across this load some resistance is dropped because some potential difference is dropped across the cell because it has a certain resistance. Now whatever the reading you get here, that is if it is 5 volt, it will be less than 5 volt. It is 4.9, let it be 4.9 volt. That means this is a cell potential in an closed circuit where current flows in the circuit. So closed circuit alli current flow agtade yake alli load ide, something some load is connected across the cell. So as a result voltmeter reading alli nimige EMF ginta value difference ide, that is a cell potential value. So difference ishte, cell potential, it is the difference in the electrode potential of two electrodes in a galvanic cell when there is a current flows in the circuit, since it is a closed circuit. Whereas EMF means it is a difference in the electrode potentials of cathode and anode when there is no current or when no current flows through the cell. That means in an open circuit whatever the value get, that is a EMF. Always EMF of the cell, it is greater than that of cell potential or cell potential value just difference illa. Cell potential anta heludu navu circuit closed agiddaga current flow aguvaga, ade EMF is in case of open circuit. So cell potential, it is slight less than or bit less than that of EMF value. So definition ಎರಡು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದೇ, just ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯಿತು. So cell potential and EMF of the cell, it is denoted or it is denoted by the symbol E cell. What is the formula? E cell is equal to difference in the electrode potentials of right hand electrode, nothing but cathode, and left hand electrode, nothing but anode. Clear? So now let us consider one problem here. Okay. Consider a cell reaction. Consider a cell reaction that is copper. Consider a cell reaction Cu plus it combines with silver ion 2Ag plus aqueous gives Cu2 plus plus 2Ag. Okay, this is a reaction, cell reaction is already given. For this particular reaction, write the half cell reactions. Write half cell reactions for the above reaction, cell reaction. You have to write the half cell reactions as well as and represent a cell symbolically. This is a question what you have to write. So since you can see here, this is a cell reaction. Cell reaction in the sense it consists of two half cell reactions. One is oxidation half cell reaction and one more is a reduction reaction is present. Now you have to write the half cell reactions. So what is the answer? Let us write at the anode. At the anode. We know that anode is a negative electrode. Yes. At anode, oxidation always a process is oxidation process, isn't it? Now, in the reaction, you have to identify the oxidation reactions. What is oxidation? So, it is a process where the loss of electrons occurs. That is a one definition, and one more definition in terms of oxidation state. That is, oxidation is a process where oxidation state of an element increases. So, in the reaction you can see in the left hand side we have a copper. It is in a free state having only one element free state. So, the oxidation state is 0 here. Oxidation number is 0. If you consider in the right hand side we have Cu with the oxidation state plus 2. So, you can clearly identify that the copper undergo oxidation here because there is an increase in the oxidation state of an element, isn't it? That means Cu to copper 2 plus is oxidation process. So, at the anode, what we write? Copper, it undergo oxidation. That means Cu2 plus with the loss of 2 electrons like this. Now, one more. This is one half cell reaction. This is one half cell reaction or single electrode reaction. And now we have to write at the cathode. At the cathode. Since cathode is a positive electrode, at cathode always a reduction process occurs. So, now in the reaction you can see here Ag plus where oxidation state is plus 1. And here in the right hand side, in the product side, we have silver Ag where oxidation state or number is 0. So, what happens? What happened here? The decrease in the oxidation state, isn't it? Here plus 1 to 0. That means oxidation state decreased there. So, that means the process is a reduction. So, now let us write the reduction reaction. So, Ag plus. Reduction means in terms of electron, it is a addition of electrons, 1 electron. So, Ag plus with the deficiency of 1 electron. For that we have introduced 1 electron. As a result, Ag plus gets reduced. Ag. But in the reaction there are 2 Ag plus ion. So, let us write 2 Ag plus. So, there are 2 silver ions. For that we need 2 electrons. So, it will form 2 Ag. Okay. Like this. So, this is half cell reaction. So, very, very important. So, at the anode, this is a reaction. At the cathode, the reduction reaction occurs. Now, represent a cell symbolically. We should represent a cell. So, always while representing any cell, the negative electrode is written on the left hand side. So, now we have to identify which is a positive electrode and which is a negative electrode. Okay. So, here the negative electrode is anode. So, first we have to write the negative electrode, right? So, at the extreme end, the solid metals are written, followed by one vertical line. What it represents? It represents the phase difference between electrode and electrolyte. So, copper, after that, what you have to write? Electrolyte, Cu2 plus. Aqua means electrolyte. In a solution, we have this type of ion. So, Cu2 plus aqua. Next, we should write double vertical line. It indicates the presence of salt bridge. In any cell, salt bridges must be there, isn't it? If it is a half cell, then it is not needed. But in case of cell, while representing a cell, after writing one half cell, we have to write double vertical line, which indicates there is a presence of salt bridge. Okay, this is a negative electrode. We have written at the left hand side, hence it is known as left hand electrode. What is positive electrode? That is a cathode, where silver acts as a positive electrode. First we have to write electrolyte, that means Ag plus. In the solution, no need of writing 2 Ag here. Okay. Then again, phase difference between electrolyte and electrode, Ag. So, this is the cell representation of the given cell. Is it clear? Yes. Now, let us write the expression for EMF. Value is not given, no need to calculate the answer. Just you have to write the formula for EMF or E cell. E cell is equal to, we know the formula, right? It is the electrode potential of right hand electrode minus electrode potential of left hand electrode. So, right hand electrode, you can see here this is a right hand electrode because it is a cathode where reduction reaction taking place, reduction occurs, the electrode is positive here. So, we should write, instead of electrode potential of right hand electrode, I will write like this, electrode potential of which electrode? Silver electrode. I will write Ag plus vertical line and Ag. This indicates, if you write like this, this is what? The reduction occurs. Ag plus, with the addition of electron, it will reduce us to Ag. So, one thing you remember, for a reduction or for a reduction electrode, instead of using electrode potential, sometimes we can also use electrode potential for cathode. In case of, we can use reduction potential. Okay, reduction potential. So, here right hand electrode is silver electrode minus, which is a left hand electrode. Left hand electrode is a negative electrode, right? That is a copper electrode. We can write like this, electrode potential of copper electrode. So, I have written Cu first. That indicates, if you write like this, that means the process is oxidation here. See here, this is copper which is undergoing oxidation to form Cu2 plus ion. So, where instead of electrode potential, we can also say it as oxidation potential, because that copper is having a tendency to undergo oxidation. So, in specific now electrode potential can be replaced or can be termed as oxidation potential. So, reduction potential as well as oxidation potential, together it is electrode potential only. In specific, we can also say that at the cathode reduction occurs. So the potential, electrode potential can be considered as a reduction potential, and at the anode oxidation occurs, we can, instead of electrode potential, we can also say like this, it is a oxidation potential, potential to undergo oxidation process. So for this reaction we have written the half cell reactions, and also we have written the cell representation, and next the formula to calculate the EMF of the cell. Clear? Okay, now one more problem. Okay. In Daniell cell, Daniell cell is an example for galvanic cell which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Yes, in Daniell cell, electrodes used are zinc and copper, right? Now, given, already it is given, electrode potential of zinc, it is minus 0.76 volt, and electrode potential of copper, it is plus 0.34 volt. Calculate the cell potential. Calculate the cell potential. What is the formula? So formula, cell potential or E cell, which is equal to the difference in the electrode potentials of two electrodes, that is cathode and anode. Like this, or you can also write electrode potential of right hand electrode minus electrode potential of left hand electrode. So what is the value? Now we have to identify which is a cathode and which is a anode. So in case of Daniell cell, we know the cell representation. In Daniell cell, always in the negative, in the left hand side we have a zinc electrode, and in the right hand side we have a copper electrode, isn't it? So this is a cell representation. Zn, we have discussed it, right? So Zn2 plus, next salt bridge, Cu2 plus, this is a case, yes or no? Now here you should identify which is cathode and which is anode. So here one small trick is there, let it be A, this is B, let it be C. Where A stands for anode, always it is written on the left hand side, anode. Next double vertical line, it is a bridge, salt bridge, and in the right hand side we have a cathode, positive electrode, cathode. So A, B, C. Let us write here, E cell is equal to the cathode. Which is cathode? In a Daniell cell it is a copper. So copper is having the tendency to undergo reduction. So I will write Cu2 plus Cu minus, which is the anode. Here zinc electrode acts as an anode because where the process taking place is oxidation process, that means it is a negative electrode. We can write like this. So now let us substitute the values. What is the electrode potential of copper electrode? It is 0.34 minus what is the electrode potential of zinc electrode? It is minus 0.76. So the answer is 34 plus 0.76, it is equal to how much? It is 1.1 volt. That is a E cell or a cell potential of Daniell cell. Clear? Okay. Now, one more is homework problem to you. Write a Daniell cell is represented as Zn is represented as write the, for this cell, you should write the half cell reaction. Write half cell reaction. Write half cell reaction and cell reaction. This is a homework problem to you. Solve it on your own, okay? So, this is a problem. A Daniell cell is represented by, you have to write what? Half cell reaction as well as cell reaction. Okay. Now, next let us go to the one more important topic in this chapter, that is measurement of electrode potential. Measurement of electrode potential. Measurement of electrode potential. Measurement of electrode potential. Okay, now how to measure the electrode potential of any given half cell. So, if you are given the zinc electrode which is dipped in zinc sulfate solution, so it can act as a half cell, right? So, how to find the electrode potential? Individually, we cannot find out, or we cannot find the electrode potential. We cannot measure the electrode potential of a single cell. We can only measure the difference in the electrode potential of cathode and anode. By that we can calculate the E cell. Whereas, if any half cell is given or a single electrode is given, as if we cannot measure the electrode potential. So, in order to calculate or measure the electrode potential of any single electrode or any half cell, one standard electrode is introduced, that is nothing but standard hydrogen electrode can be considered as a reference electrode. Okay, standard hydrogen electrode. It is represented by the term SHE. Capital letter S stands for standard and H for hydrogen and E for electrode. So, standard hydrogen electrode or SHE is, according to the convention, is considered as reference electrode. So, this is a reference electrode. Okay. By making use of this electrode, reference electrode, which is that standard hydrogen electrode, one can measure the electrode potential of half cell. For example, zinc electrode is given. So, now what we have to do? The zinc electrode, on combining the given zinc electrode, with this hydrogen electrode, we can construct a cell. Cell means presence of two half cells. So if any half cell is given, we should connect it or we should combine with the hydrogen electrode. So we can make a cell. After that, we can calculate the EMF of the cell. Here, the electrode potential of this electrode, hydrogen electrode is already known. That is value. The value is found to be 0 volt. Okay. Since it is a reference electrode, the standard hydrogen electrode can be considered as a reference standard electrode where the electrode potential value is 0 volt. So with respect to this particular electrode, one can measure the electrode potential of the given half cell. So ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಬರೇ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮಗೇನು ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡನ್ನು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್, we can write the formula E cell equal to E cathode minus E anode. Here the electrode potential of hydrogen electrode is already known, that is a 0 volt. So directly we can measure the EMF. So that EMF itself is the electrode potential of the given half cell. Clear? Now let us study about the standard hydrogen electrode first. Let us explain the construction and working. Okay, construction, very important concept it is. Let us study about construction and working of SHE, that is standard hydrogen electrode. The question is asked based on this concept in the exam. Okay, now we have a diagram here, so draw it properly. This is a platinum wire, metallic wire which is made up of platinum. Okay, this is platinum black. Platinum black. This is platinum wire. Platinum wire. Like this. It is dipped in vessel containing 1 molar acidic solution, H plus acid, HCl or H plus. So here from the top of this glass jacket, hydrogen gas at 1 bar pressure and at 298 Kelvin is passed. Okay, so this is a hydrogen electrode, standard hydrogen electrode. It consists of a platinum electrode. What is in hydrogen electrode? The electrode present is platinum, which is actually platinum, it is a inert electrode. I already told in the first class, inert electrode is the one which do not take part in any chemical reactions. It provides the surface. It only provides a surface for oxidation as well as a reduction process. Yes. So now standard hydrogen electrode, it consists what? It consists of platinum electrode. So platinum electrode, this is a platinum electrode which is coated with platinum black. And it is covered with a outer glass jacket, and thus all apparatus, the glass jackets which containing platinum electrode, which is dipped in or immersed in what? Acidic solution. Okay, which is dipped in acidic solution, and from the top of the glass jacket, hydrogen, a pure hydrogen gas is bubbled through it. So while writing the construction, these things you have to write. So standard hydrogen electrode consists of platinum electrode, which is coated with the platinum black and which is covered by the glass jacket, and it is immersed, it is dipped in acidic solution, and at 1 bar pressure pure hydrogen gas is bubbled inside. Now after passing hydrogen gas, what happens here? A part of hydrogen gas is adsorbed, it will attracted or it will absorbed by the platinum black, like this. And the remaining hydrogen gas, what happens? It is, before that, here see, I took 1 molar acidic solution. What is the concentration of acid I took here? That is 1 molar unit concentration, whereas even in hydrogen gas it is at a unit concentration 1 bar, and temperature maintained is also a standard temperature, that is a 298 Kelvin. So overall, since it is a standard, the word is very important here, standard hydrogen electrode, here the concentration of electrolyte, that is 1 molar, and the concentration of the hydrogen gas is 1 bar pressure. Now after passing hydrogen gas, what happens? These hydrogen gas, it go into the solution, it will undergo, it will oxidized, or it will lose its electron. In hydrogen we know that 1 electron is present. Since there are 2 hydrogen atoms, what happens? It will undergo oxidation, it will lose its electron to form H plus with the loss of electron. Okay, to balance this reaction, I will write half H2, gives single hydrogen. So after passing hydrogen gas, it starts undergo oxidation to form H plus. So the H2 ions are getting converting into H plus ions simultaneously. At the same time, the H plus ions, they are present, which are present in the solution, they accept the electrons and it reduced back into the hydrogen gas, like this. So H plus is in solution aqua. Here also it is in aqua, whereas hydrogen is a gas, this is gas. So there are 2 processes simultaneously occurs. One is hydrogen undergo oxidation, hydrogen gets oxidized. This process is oxidation, where loss of electrons has taking place here. Whereas one more reaction is a reduction reaction, where the addition of electron is taking place, H plus converting into H2. So both the process occurs simultaneously. So there exists an equilibrium. So there exists an equilibrium between these 2 half reactions. As a result, what happens? There is a formation of electrode potential. So the electrode potential is developed. What is electrode potential? It is a potential developed between the electrode and the electrolyte because of the equilibrium between these 2 reactions. There exists a electrode potential, and the value of electrode, that is E naught. What is E naught? Standard electrode potential of hydrogen is found to be 0 volt. Since it is a reference electrode, because of the equilibrium, there exists a electrode potential. It is found to be 0 volt. Remember it. Okay, so in the textbook, they have given only one reaction. So both the reactions are taking place here, but in the NCERT textbook, they have given only one reaction. So while writing the answer in the exam, you should refer or should write this equation only. No need to write both the reactions. Okay, so this is important. H plus electron, it gives half H2. So this is about construction and working of standard hydrogen electrode. Why it is introduced? Standard hydrogen electrode is introduced only because to measure the electrode potential of any half cells. So standard hydrogen electrode, it consists of platinum electrode which is coated with the platinum black. The whole apparatus is dipped in acidic solution, and from the top 1 bar or hydrogen, pure hydrogen gas is bubbled inside. Now the concentration of both reduced, this is a reduced form. So after the reduction, H2 is a reduced form, right? So the concentration of reduced and concentration of oxidized, H plus in the sense oxidized species. So the concentration of reduced and oxidized species are maintained a unity. That implies the pressure of the gas is unity, means that means the reduced form is this H2. So unit concentration, because it is at 1 bar pressure. The concentration of oxidized species is also unit concentration, 1 molar. So after passing hydrogen gas, a part of the hydrogen gas is adsorbed on the platinum black, and the next, the H2 undergo what? Oxidation to form H plus. Again H plus ion which is in the solution, it accepts the electron and converts into the hydrogen reduced form. So both the process occur simultaneously. So there exists a equilibrium between oxidized species and reduced species. So as a result, there is a development of standard electrode potential, that is the value is 0.0 or it is simply 0 volts. Then cell representation. So if I use the word as a cell representation, it's not proper, because cell means there should be a presence of 2 half cells. Since the hydrogen electrode is on a single, it is a half cell only. So cell represent, how to write cell representation symbolically? Since it is a half cell, so how to write? We have only 1 electrode. So at the extreme end, what we have to write? Solid metal. So this is a platinum, isn't it? So first you have to write platinum, which is a solid metallic wire, then electrode, that is a metallic surface. So it is a electrode. After that 1 vertical line. Why? Because there is a interface between electrode and electrolyte. Yes. So before that, so platinum which is in contact with the hydrogen gas, that you have to write H2, and within the bracket here you have to write 1 bar, and it is gas, no? So that you have to write, since it is a standard concept, standard hydrogen electrode should mention 1 bar. Again vertical line, electrolyte. So this is a platinum which is associated with this hydrogen gas. After that electrolyte, which is electrolyte acidic solution, that means H plus ion, aqueous, concentration 1 molar. This is about the representation of a half cell. Salt bridge cannot be written because there is only 1 half cell. It is not a cell. Okay. So important for the final exam as well as the term exam. So explain the construction and working of standard hydrogen electrode. Diagram is important, and even that is a labeled diagram is very important, and the explanation also is very important. So while writing for the exam, diagram you have to write along with the labeled diagram, plus this is important, electrode reaction you have to write, and you have to mention the electrode potential, that is a standard electrode potential value, and you should write the representation, that is very important. Okay, so this is about today's class. Let's discuss the use of this standard hydrogen electrode for the determination of the electrode potential of other electrodes in the next class. Thank you.